and welcome to the second in this series of introduction to meditation videos. I hope you enjoyed the first one. I'd just like to start this one by clarifying something I mentioned in the last class, which is about your seating position. I said it's preferable to sit cross-legged on a cushion like this if possible, but I wanted to stress that's not absolutely essential. I do understand that that isn't possible for everybody, so by all means sit on a chair, but if you do, try and make sure you have a really nice upright spine and that you try and stay aware and awake rather than allowing yourself to drift off to sleep during your meditation. Another possibility, just to show you quickly, is if you have a bolster or a couple of pillows or something like that, is you can sit like this, because again here you can see that you've got a nice upright spine and you haven't got a support behind you that enables you to fall asleep very easily. Okay, so let's get on with the class. First of all, I just wanted to try and explain what meditation really is, because there's a lot of confusion about this. A lot of people think that meditation is relaxation, like when you do Shavasana at the end of a yoga class. But actually it's not. Meditation is something very specific. It's a one-pointed focus of your concentration, of your mind. Okay? It's not just concentration either. I'll explain further. This relates back to the 8 limbs of yoga, which you may have heard of. The 8 limbs of yoga are 8 parts of yoga, but they're not like steps that you climb up. You don't climb from one to the other. It's more like the limbs of an octopus. They're all part of the same puzzle, and they all join together to form the whole, the union that is yoga. And these 8 limbs are the yamas and niyamas, which are like the moral and ethical codes. They are asana, which is the physical practice, pranayama, which is the movement of the life force about the body. Otherwise you could look at it as being breathing exercises, but the prana is actually the life force, and learning to move it about the body. You're doing those breathing exercises specifically to learn how to use your prana. Then there's pratyahara, which is perhaps one of the first steps towards meditation. Pratyahara is withdrawal of the senses, so you're drawing your awareness inside, internally, so you're less distracted by what's going on in the outside world. Then there's dharana, which is concentration. This is when you start to focus in, gradually drawing your mind down to the single pointed awareness that is dhyana, which is the next limb, the 7th limb, which is contemplation, or an uninterrupted flow of concentration. So rather than just being concentrated 1 second, then jumping and then coming back to your concentration, the concentration holds steady. And when that happens, then you may reach the last limb of yoga, which is samadhi, the union, the final ecstasy, a state of ecstasy, when you transcend the self altogether. Okay, so really what we're doing here is we're going to be using asana and pranayama to gradually draw the awareness inwards to achieve pratyahara, and from there you find concentration, which is the dharana, and from there you add in this aspect of dhyana, this uninterrupted flow of concentration, which is meditation. So just to stress, so meditation isn't just relaxing the mind or concentrating the mind, and trying to meditate does calm the mind, but this is a step before meditation. Okay, and many people do confuse concentration with meditation, but really once you start to experience it, you will notice the difference. Okay. So we'll start by doing a few rounds of Kapalabhati, which I explained last week. So if you want to sit in your chosen position, rest your hands on your thighs, or you could take Chin Mudra if you like. And we'll take 2 deep breaths in and a partial in breath, and then we'll commence. And we'll start with a round of 10. Okay, so let's just settle down sit up nice and straight. Nice deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Partial breath in and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the breath out if you can. And release. Second round of 15. Nice deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Sit up nice and straight. Partial breath in and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hold the breath out if you can. And release. And finally, we'll do a round of 20. So nice big deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Partial breath in and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold the breath out if you can. And release. Okay, so now we'll just warm our legs up ready. So if you want to take one foot in one hand and a knee in the other and just rock it, or if you can cradle it like that. Sit up nice and straight as you do so, just opening the hips a bit. And then onto the other leg. So foot in hand, knee in the other hand, rock it, or if you like, you can cradle. Try and sit up nice and straight, working into the hips. And release. So maybe just wrap your fingers around your feet and butterfly your knees a little. And release. And now perhaps just massage your foot. Perhaps move the foot around in the ankle a little. Massage the shins, calves, knee, thigh, and on the other foot, so just move that foot around in the ankle, give it a good rub around the ankle, the calf, the knee, the thigh, and then come back to your chosen meditation position and just prepare yourself now for your meditation. So sit up nice and straight. And what we're going to do is an exercise called visualising the mind as a lake. Now this is very much a metaphor. You don't picture the lake in your mind. The idea is that your mind actually is the lake. So you have to feel as though your mind is the lake, and the things that are happening to the lake are actually happening to your mind. And it's a slightly difficult jump to make. I didn't quite get this the first couple of times I did it, but it's worth persevering with, because when you do get it, it's a really good form of meditation, this one. Okay, so first of all, sit up nice and straight. You can take chin mudra if you like, thumb to index finger, rest the backs of your hands on your thighs or your knees. And gradually just start to draw your awareness inwards. Now, we're just going to take a few quiet moments before we actually begin the meditation. So just gently close your eyes now and bring your focus to your breath. Now start to picture your mind as a lake. First it seems there are many waves on the lake. Your thoughts seem very important and very upfront. Imagine that someone has dropped a large, beautiful diamond into the lake. It's difficult to see at the moment because of all the waves on the surface of the lake. In order to see the diamond at the bottom of the mind lake, allow your breath to become very slow and smooth, so that it creates no ripples on the surface of the lake. Each ripple is a thought passing across your mind. As your mind becomes calmer, focus your attention on seeing the diamond. Feel the lake becoming calm and silent. And now allow yourself to dive into that silence. Don't try to push away any other thoughts. The more you try, the more they will return and gain strength. Just allow those thoughts to float away on the surface of the lake, like a leaf fallen from a tree. Each thought that arises, just let it drift away and bring your focus back to that diamond at the bottom of the lake. Focus on the silence with all of your senses. Imagine that you can see, smell, taste and touch the silence. This silence is the peace that passeth all understanding. Find peace in the silence. Become indifferent to other things that are happening in your mind. Focus your attention solely on the diamond. Any other thoughts will gradually disperse as they float away on the surface of the lake. Just allow your mind to come back to focusing on the diamond. When the surface of the lake is still You can see the bottom clearly. When the surface is agitated by waves, this is impossible. The same is true of the mind. When it is still, you may see and experience true inner calm. Gently blink your eyes open. Bring your awareness into the room, back around you. I hope you got a feeling for that, and I would recommend that you try that in your own time, and maybe try and extend the length of time that you do the meditation. This is just a very short example of how to do this meditation, but you could extend this over a longer period. It would be more beneficial because it gives your mind a longer time to calm down and for your mind to become still. So I hope you'll join us for the next of these Introduction to Meditation classes, and I hope you're all staying well and safe. I'm just going to close the class by chanting 3 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can join in if you like, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Breathe in for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.